Right, Sally, I'm just going to explain the positions for the retractors. That's 12 o'clock, that's 10, that's 2. When you hold it, rest your hand on the symphysis and lock into position. If you're holding up there, you'll wobble all over the place. Whereas if you're locked in position, yours is quite hard work. So hold on to there for me now and pull up as hard as you can. Laura, can you pull down? The mistake you're going to make, what most people do, is they retract so they can see, not so I can see. So pull hard there and you pull hard up there. I'll have the first sponge holder, please, Wendy. Pull hard in there. Pull hard in there. And you see, if you look in, it starts to close. And then I'm going to have one on this side. And I'm very careful with lining them up so I remember which one's which afterwards. And on there. I've also previously pre-selected which are the best sponge forceps. So if you could take those two there for me, Laura. Now we'll get the swab on a stick, please. Thank you very much. And then we'll be ready with the Foley catheter in a second. I'm going to pass those membranes back, which just takes a few moments. And then the Foley catheter. If we could take that. Thank you. And get ready to inflate it, please. Well, neat. Okay. Hang on, I'll have to let go of this before you can inflate it. Right, inflate it now. And we've previously checked that despite being a 10mm catheter, it will take 20mm. Keep going all the way up. And then you'll need to disconnect with 2 hands. Push it all the way up in and then disconnect. Lovely, you can have that back. We'll put that one in the middle so I don't lose track of it. We'll have those two together. Now I'm going to grip those together so they naturally close that off. You're going to retract really tightly. Stitch, please. Can you just lift the tip of yours up, please, Sally? I've already given myself a bit of bias. If you look at that, it's not normally mounted. I'm holding it closer to the tip and I'm angling up. You want to have a look where I'm going to put that first stitch there, Laura? Yep. So I'm going to go as high as I can. And then even higher still, and I'm just going to skim under the surface. Barbara, could you take a clip and clip the loose end of this for me, please? Up there, just so it stays out of the way. Or just hold on to it, but just keep that out of the way, otherwise it gets in the way. Sally, you're going to go to 10 o'clock and Laura to 7 o'clock, please. Now, what I can also do is rotate the cervix. Could someone just take the surplus thread there for me? I can actually rotate the cervix as well so that I can get it exactly where I want it without having to get in the way of the retractors and the speculum. Okay, let me have that. Good. Also make sure you go round the back and don't get twazzled as I've just done. There, we'll go round the Foley. Okay. Now guys, we're going to go to 2 o'clock and to 4 o'clock. I'm just going to realign these because I let go of them as I was doing that. That's lovely. Okay, Laura, you're going to have to push in harder there. Just be really careful you don't accidentally tie a knot as you go round. Again, just skimming the surface. That's lovely. Just rotate it out. With the bigger needle I find it catches the pelvic sidewall, so I like the smaller needle here. Lovely. And then Laura, you can take your speculum out, and Sally, you go to 12 o'clock again, please. There we go. And then I'm just going to pull quite hard and just skim along to there. Can you get a clip for the end of your thread, please? Going to pull that through. Keep a clip on it. Laura, take all of those together and pull more firmly. I would always explain to my assistant, I might have to hold it under that. More firmly than they might otherwise feel comfortable. Good. This is where I'm going to do that slip knot. And because we're using jelly on the simulator, it's going to be more difficult. I'm going to do one throw in that direction, run it up with my middle finger. And then I'm going to do another throw in the same direction, put the clip back on just because of jelly. And then I'm going to run it up with my middle finger, pull a bit harder, Laura, and then by tying the slip knot I can then gradually tighten it up. Okay, now as I tighten up, Laura, you can take two of your rampleys off. Doesn't matter which two. Take them out the way. Take one of these ones off, please. Here, that's good. And the reason I do this is otherwise you've got forests of steel and you can't really see what you're doing. That's good. Okay. One knee, you can get your syringe ready. I'm still working on tightening that up. Laura, take the next rampley off. I'm just really doing that tight. And okay, last one off. And now one knee. If you then let the water out of the blue, okay, and now slide your foley out. And I'll do the final tightening as it comes out. Because I've done these slip knots, I now need to do a square knot on the top. Thank you. Again, I wouldn't normally use these clips, it's just that it's so slippery with this lubricating jelly. And I use my middle finger because it's my longest finger to push past the knot. And one more back in the other direction. So I'm locking down my slip knot. Could I get the scissors in a moment? I think they may be on the table behind you. Have a look in there, Laura. There you go, and then we'll cut that. So we can see how well I did in terms of its height. So I'm pretty happy, it's quite high. I haven't got too big a bite, and we can see it's pretty much in a closed cervix. Try and, when you poke your finger in it won't go.
And intact membranes.
And intact membranes.